I working on while I'm writing? There's these some I'm crafting this city because I'm moving. So I'm crafting the city that I'm going to because actually let me explain it in depth because it's a little complicated. But it makes a lot of sense and it's really beautiful. It's like, how does your mind work like that? Honestly, I really wonder. Right? Because this is just me. This is just how I be thinking. What do you do with your day? This. So I'm moving, and what is that like? Okay, so when I'm writing, since it's everything I'm writing is based off real experience, that's what it is. It's just cool. I'm building a mythology or something. This cool Marvel universe. It's based off my life. So how do I do that? So I grew up in multiple towns, two, and then this one kinda is my favorite ever. I like this one the most. But then I grew up in small local towns. But those I don't have a problem with that. Those gave me that a good vibe. I don't know. One school has 400 kids and then the other school is smaller than that with 20 kids in a class in a grade. You know what I mean? Do you see the difference? 100 kids in a grade and then 20 kids in a grade and then 400 kids in a grade. Or the three cities compared to oh, I wonder where you live, New York or something. I bet there's a lot, which I couldn't imagine that because I haven't been there, unfortunately. But ooh, I'm Spider-Man and I'm writing as Spider-Man. I'm the Spider-Man of New York. Dude, what am I diving into? Getting into where I'm going to this location. I'm going to. I'm coming up. I'm trying to find a parallel. So everywhere I've gone and stuff has a parallel. When I stayed with my grandma, because she was in where I went to school, which is the 400 kid school rather than the 20 kid school. You know what I mean? So when I stayed with her, I would imagine that city that I was in was Chicago. So while I'm Spider-Man in my series, because there's 4 seasons, for every year for 15, 16, 17, and 18, there's 4. And then, fifth one I'm writing right now, and 6. So that's my parallel for Chicago. Right now I'm in Superior, and my parallel for Duluth is New Cleveland, which is just Cleveland, but Cleveland got destroyed, pummeled, demolished. It's gone. So sorry if you're from there or something. It's pretty much just like what happened in Invincible with Chicago. Besides, they just they couldn't even salvage it. They just had to build over it. There's still rubble, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's all just gone. It's just New Cleveland now. There's old Cleveland's gone. You know what I mean? So that's a weight on my character. Now I'm just giving you lore for fun, because he didn't destroy that city, but the villain used him to destroy it. You know what I mean? As a plaything, he's an Omega level telepath, and he used Spider-Man as this toy to just destroy all these buildings. Okay, and my Spider-Man's a super soldier. He's not just Spider-Man, even though they're both really strong. That's why he survived all that. And then, so it can't be Cleveland. Well, where am I going? The middle of the U.S. or I've already said. So I'm trying to find my own parallel, and I'm thinking, what if I could give it? What if it's Beaver Creek? Beaver Creek is this place in Door County, Wisconsin. Door County is the rich part of Wisconsin. I'm listening to Sabrina Carpenter right now. She's jack off to lyrics to whatever, and that always makes me think. It's damn, she really called him out like that. What a fucking loser. She ate you up, dude. Okay. Doesn't make you a man, yeah. So Beaver Creek, it's got this sort of LA beach feel. I'm sorry if you're from there or you've been there and you think I'm wrong, but it's got that, and then it's got this mysticism voodoo feel, which is cool because I'd want this character named Dr. Voodoo from Marvel. I like to call him Dr. Voodoo because I feel Brother Voodoo it's not cool. I would just I feel as a superhero he'd want to go by that. I said that so awkwardly, like not cool. Like I'm trying to be woke about it, but like I actually just think like Doctor Voodoo sounds better and stuff. You know what I mean? And also like Doctor Strange exists and stuff. I don't know. So it's just like oh, he's also a superhero. I actually like him way more than Doctor Strange. Like I would have this guy in my Avengers, Doctor Voodoo, because he also like deals with all the with death and stuff, which I think is so cool. Like his brother's a ghost, and he's a psychologist, so that is adding so much. Right, right. Well, isn't this just so fun when you're just like world building like this? You're like writing out like this is where I am right now. Don't you see how beautiful and fun the science section is? So he's a psychologist, right? It's like what can I do with that? He can be so many things, but of course I'm gonna make him like this mentor sort of figure for this town I'm going to, which Beaver Creek. I'm naming it that, which is cool because I've always kind of wanted like a city for that and all this stuff. I've used Beaver Creek as a location before in some of my writing. Like I try to write all sorts of stuff, like the Teen Wolf spinoff. You know what I mean? But this is my favorite, my Spider-Man one. It's like my best. I feel like because it's the most real to me, most raw. But it's got like also a lot of twists and some of the best characterizations I've ever done. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with Dr. Voodoo, but I mean I wouldn't want to spoil it. Beaver Creek. I'm designing it, I'm building it. So I can't like say well I'm gonna say the city names I think because these are all cool location names that I want to call. Like I want to explain why I'm doing this, why my thoughts are this way, like why I picked these city names. Like how did you get there from point A to point B, and what are you doing? Because there's a lot of cool, like there's just so much cool stuff you learn. And then when I think about it deeper, it's like so many other people created it, and then you just think about there's so many creators in the world. I wonder so many people are drained and not motivated to be positive for a homeless 19-year-old. Sticky situation, discombobulation. What do I think I am? Okay, that's actually crazy, but I'm just so hot. I can literally do anything. Those are like the words you say before you like lose. You know what I mean? Not me though. So I'm gonna write down the city names and I'll keep explaining. So the locations I got down, I'm gonna go one by one and then say why for each. Mason City. I saw that name on a bus ticket. I'm like, that is fire. Like, yes, that's like I think that would be a cool place to stop by, like on the way. Is why I wrote this and the second one down. It was Dunley's Corner, but then I searched it up and I just couldn't find the city again. I think it was like something similar. Maybe it was Dundlee's, but that's just Dundlee's Corner is a restaurant. So I think that's actually really cool. It's like super unique. Barron, which is a nostalgic town for me because that's where like I used to go because that's where my ex lived at the time when I used to go and see her because we were dating. That was way back in 2021. But like I'm not doing it for any sort of reason. It's because like I'm imagining the city and like when you're walking home from work after Hardee's, you know what I mean? Like when you're Spider-Man, like you can't swing home and stuff. Like you just gotta walk home sometimes. I mean, there's the city in the background. You just have those moments. Like I know exactly what I'm envisioning. I know my series. Can't you see it? And like in the background, there's kind of like that hue from the lights where it's kind of orange, and then it's just dark. Like it's this midtown. It's this Midwest town. It's like dark around, and then there's shadows from bushes. You know what I mean? Like the large green bushes. And it's kind of cold and it's windy, but it's quiet. But you can hear cars because there's a highway by probably. So that's what I think about with that city. And that's why I would have like, so what am I naming all these different parts for? You know how there's like Hell's Kitchen in New York? What are those called? It'll come to me. I just forget. And then next, there's the Riverbend. And then what is that? Well, in my hometown where I grew up, there's actually, I think there's a restaurant called the Riverbend. Yeah. So I'm like, oh wait, that's fire, because like I always think that my entire life. And I've also heard it like other restaurants, I'm pretty sure, and just multiple times. So ChatGPT actually recommended it, and then I took it but I'm not using it for what it recommended for. It's like here's where the Hardys could be, here's where Brayden could stay and stuff, and I'm like, oh, the Riverbend, that's a nostalgic name. I am stealing that, and then it's like it means more to me than even though a robot gave it to me. It's like, oh fuck, like your ideas are from a robot. It's like god damn, it could have said anything in the world and it gave me my idea. It's like it knew me. It's like it knew my phone and data. Like I pressed allow to let it track everything for a reason. Okay, so the next place, I can't actually say the name because it's where I'm going and I'm scared. Creeps, to be honest. But I named it after that because it is where I'm going. So isn't that cool? Like it's the sub place of where I'm going. Because it's in Beaver Creek, so there's this little subcategory, this little village part of it, sort of inner city. So like I'm thinking this is like maybe there's like a roundabout in the middle. Like everything's coming to mind right now, and there's this, and it's just a lot. There's no skyscrapers. Like this is smaller than Des Moines. There's gonna be one like skyscraper in the building, the first one that's like built in a city. Because when does that even happen? You know what I mean? Like when's the first one get built? So here it is. It just like gets put in. That's what she said. But it's the Future Foundation building. That's what it's gonna be. Like maybe the Fantastic Four exists. I think so. But like this is the Future Foundation. This is what the main Richards are doing right now, and they're living in Beaver Creek, which I think is cool. Like not everybody can be in New York. Just heroes keep becoming, right? And especially like Spider-Man, like he was kind of the premier hero in New York for a bit. Like he was number one. Not like he was the most successful or most caught the most criminals, but like number one. I think that's pretty cool. Like public wise, like popular, not and hate wise. You know what I mean? Okay, and the next one. Cornfield. So what is that? It could have been cornfield, but then I was thinking like I don't know. It just feels so bland. It feels so simple to name it cornfield when you already have other stuff like river and corner and city. So core. It kind of sounds like coolers light. So I think about. So it's kind of like that rural vibe still, and then. The last one is Cooterman. And wait, where'd you get that? Like that sounds inappropriate. Wait, no, it's not. It's actually from X-Men. They temporarily had a secret base and they hid near Cooterman's Creek. So that's why I'm naming it this. And that's where there's a creek that runs through it, because it's Beaver Creek. That's where the main part of the creek lies, the thick part of it. Like maybe there's some local shacks and stuff there, but like it's mainly just creek kind of is what I imagine is that part of the city. So I can't really. I'm imagining like this, just like somebody throws a splodge down. Like I can't even imagine what the city looks like right now because it's not real. Like here's what I want it to be: Marvel's Gotham. Like, they don't have that. They have New York and all this, and I don't think there's a reason it can't still be invented. And it's not like everybody has to move there, but like when you keep adapting, like you keep growing the story, and just some people are there, like Dr. Voodoo. I like that it has this, like I'm creating its own environment. It has kind of like how Gotham is this gloomy, sad, crime-ridden place. Like this, it kind of has its own voodoo Midwest feel. You know what I mean? It's like New York mixed into there. Because I wanted to have this Queens vibe. Like I don't want Spider-Man to struggle too much swinging around. Like I want him to be able to go building to building, and I want it to be compact, and it's like a college town too. So I think that's really cool. Like it adds a lot of dynamics. So like what are some locations there? I'm gonna name the place that my motel is Motel 11 because 11 is my favorite number. So I think that'd be fire. Like you know what I mean? Like when in Pixar when there's an artist number on the door and whatnot. So it's like, oh, that's where they got it because they all shared an art room or whatever. Gosh, your dorm. So that's me with Motel 11, because 11 is my favorite number ever, because I see it all the time too. Kind of. Not like that matters. I'm just saying, like, it's my favorite number ever. I'm also listening to Ariana Grande. And the next place, Burger Frog, is just like a Marvel location. It's for fast food, so if that's there, continuity. I want a place where Dr. Voodoo practices his psychiatry-ism. Psychology, practices it. And then Tandy Bowen, her dorm room. Give me that. And then Hardee's is the location. Then I'll probably have like a laundromat I just came up with. So yeah, if you have any ideas. That was only like 8 different what are they called inside a city? Like, I was thinking about it too hard. It's just like a neighborhood, a district. I don't know. So yeah, there's like 8 of those, right? Can I open that page back up? Oh yeah. Which one do you think sounds best for me to live in? Let's go through them. Mason City. I don't want to read them all. Also awkward. Okay, so the Riverbend. I didn't explain that one very well. When I think about that one, it's like it's like the Strip. You know what I mean? Like on Main Street. It's where all. But I want it to be on the creek. You know what I mean? Like usually you'd expect the Strip to have stuff on either side, maybe. Like it to be the street, and then the buildings go, and like the city keeps extending. What if it ended right there, this way? Which I guess there's probably a lot of strips. Like you're thinking your strip is like that. What the fuck? And then there's a lot of like pop-up shops, maybe. Or would Brayden stay? Maybe in inner city or Mason. Like, what do you think they could all be for? Like Dunley's Corner, I wanted to be like quiet and quaint. Kind of like a warm Memorial Day sort of feeling. Like it's a little too hot and it's a little too quiet and empty there. Like there's just too big of grass patches in between each building, if that makes sense. But like the other parts of the city are filled out. Like it's just so different everywhere you go in it. Like everybody's living in it differently, doing their own thing. Yep. Yeah, it sounds so alive, doesn't it? Well, I mean, it is based off real things in multiple ways. Like the fact that it is literally just that location. Like it's pretty much just me rebuilding the location I'm going to into something cooler. And then I can embrace what it already is as that, which will make it seem like when I get there, it's going to be like, everybody just lives there, right? Like they're just used to it, or they don't think it's that cool or anything. But when I get there, I think I'm going to make an impact. I think I'm going to be in it. I think I know I'm going to do something crazy. What do you mean crazy? You just have fun. Like, I'm just gonna do a lot. I have a lot of ideas, and then it's just gonna seem like I'm out of it, maybe. But like that's what you're supposed to. Like, I'm just going out and doing my thing. Okay, like I'm experiencing. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think I was validating myself. I think I was giving advice there. Like maybe somebody else needed to hear that. I wanted to add that the vibe that I'm going for, it's like Forks from Twilight. You know what I mean? Like it'd be cool if there were large redwood trees. That'd be really nice. And then also Mix 108, radio station. Like that aesthetic that I always describe because of here. But I think it's just me. and then mixing that with the mysticism, it's like, ooh, what do you think that kind of vibe is, right? It's creating its own atmosphere. Like, tell me, how would you describe it? And then also, voodoo's base. Like I want something like when he's not at his psychiatrist place. Like, what is he like? What like something as powerful as impactful as the Sanctum Sanctorum? You know what I mean? Like I was researching, looking at bases, and there was this one. There's because I know the Avengers in the comics they live in Avengers Mountain, and it's this skeleton of a celestial, which is just a big skeleton. They live in a big skeleton. That's wild. Like something like grand like that is what I'm thinking. But like compact in the small town like the Sanctorum is. You know what I mean? Like something like in Princess and the Frog when they go into Mama Yodi's, I think that's her name, but she's like Baba Yaga. They go and they find her tree, like something like that. So what makes this place special to you? Like why are you doing this? You know what I mean? Like going to a new place and starting a new life, like that isn't like it's not just gonna change everything. But that's the thing, like I already had a mindset change. That's what has to change, not the location, the mindset. That happened weeks ago. And then it's not that I didn't know what to do. It's not that I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know how to get there. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm literally learning every day. So why would you want to go to this place? I think it's a place where I can salvage some broken dreams that need to be picked up real quick before I make my next stop. Which I don't know when that's gonna be, but I'm going here and then I'm gonna try to make a home for myself. Thanks for watching.